Game show. DJ Williams here with Mike again. Mike, man, we need a grill out here. I just figured out they ain't got nothing in these coolers. Come on, Dr. Pepper. Come on up to the station. Give us some Dr. Pepper so we can drink those bad boys. But I'm about to talk about my breakdown, Mike. I saw some very interesting things on tape. And when I say that the Hogs, I think, actually got a chance to win this game, I mean it. But it's going to be all about the fundamentals.
All right, here we go. I know a lot of Razorback fans are excited to see what our defense can do to right now one of the best quarterbacks in college football, at least after 1 week. This guy tore it up over 600 yards in the air, but I'd have to give a little bit more credit to the defense for just having poor technique. For no reason at all, this DB for LSU should have his eyes in the backfield. Made it a very easy release for the receiver for a throw and catch for a touchdown. Poor technique is what this is going to be all about, and being set up on defense. This guy for Mississippi State comes in motion, creates confusion on the defensive side of the ball, and distraction. Once again, poor discipline with the linebacker up top with his eyes. He should be having his eyes on his responsibility. He's distracted by the motion. Whoop! The guy slips in right behind him for yet again another easy throw and catch. Now, I know the numbers were impressive for Mississippi State, but if the Razorbacks are disciplined on defense, I do believe they can slow this high-powered offense down. This is a great example right here. This is 1st and goal. Razorbacks only down by 3 with a chance to maybe hold them to a field goal, but just very poor discipline with the eyes. Man-to-man coverage right here. See the safety matched up with the tight end inside, but his eyes, from this angle, you can see he's staring down the quarterback the entire time. Instead of having eyes to his responsibility, he reacts late to the throw. Easy throw and catch for a touchdown. Now, this is another one in the red zone that got a lot of Razorback fans excited, especially for the defense creating turnovers. But if you really wind this back, the linebackers need to do a better job with rerouting receivers and not letting them have easy, free access. Take a look at these linebackers. You can see eyes on the quarterback, not disrupting throwing lanes. If this quarterback threw the ball on time to either one of these receivers, it's yet another easy throw and catch for a touchdown. And rerouting these receivers for Mississippi State is going to be huge, especially in a Mike Leach offense where timing is everything. You can see right here, this is right before halftime. You're up by 5, a chance to not let them put any points on the board. Take a look at Grant Morgan right here. He needs to reroute this receiver and not let him have a free release. That will mess up the timing. He doesn't do so. He plays very lazy. An easy throw and catch right behind him, sets them up for an opportunity to kick a field goal right before halftime. If the Razorbacks can figure out how to stop making these small mental mistakes and be disciplined, they're going to put themselves in a position to win in the 4th quarter.
All right, Mike, yeah, you kind of see it on tape. Discipline, fundamentals, so many little things. Even against the number 4 team in the country, if the Razorbacks just would have taken care of, they would have put themselves in a position to compete in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. It was like being back in the film room and coaches use film to embarrass you in front
Film
of
don't
your
lie.
teammates.
It never lies.
Ooh. But it confirmed a couple of things to me. Number one, what we saw out of Mississippi State had a lot to do with how bad LSU's defense was. And what Arkansas did in the first half had a lot to do with how bad Georgia's quarterback was. Once they changed and got a better quarterback, they put more pressure on him. Yep. And then you started seeing some mistakes by the defense. So it's a little bit of good news, bad news. We'll hope they correct those defensive mistakes. And we'll hope that Mississippi State is like overrated and they're overconfident. And they come out and they say, whoa, this defense is not the one we faced last week.
I'm hoping that's the case. I'm going to bring Alyssa Orange back in. And speaking of that game, Mike, you kind of alluded to it. The LSU that I saw didn't seem like anything near to the LSU we saw in the national championship last year. Do you think it was more of this quarterback and Mike Leach's offense that made them beat those guys, or is it just a less talented LSU team? I think Alyssa has me. Does Alyssa have me? She may be on a very long delay.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
You said Mike, and I thought you were asking Mike a question. I'm over here like, okay. You know, I think it's a little bit of, I think it's a little bit of two things, but you have to go back and look at all of the people who have opted out for LSU, the things during the offseason LSU has gone through, and so they might have not been 100% ready defensively to play this game. One thing from your breakdown is Mike talked about how, you know, Georgia defensively played bad, LSU defensively played bad. Arkansas defensively did not play bad in that first half. And so I want to see that continue, like you said, DJ, throughout the whole entire game.
Yeah, that'd be very nice to see. And so we're going to learn a lot today. I will say that, Mike. You have a chance, like I said yesterday, all that stuff about pregame jitters, not playing SEC ball, that is all over. You come out playing the number 4 team in the country and you're up by halftime. We belong on the football field. That's very nice to see. All right, we're about to go to break. When we come back, we're going to catch up with our very own Tara Talmadge. She's actually going to take a deeper look into now the SEC record holder when it comes to passing yards in a single game. We'll have that and more when Picture Nation returns.